Hello and welcome to Smitty's. I am a wood cutting fanatic who loves to run a chainsaw. I run alcohol chainsaws, ported chainsaws, I race chainsaws, and I even run the occasional vintage. Now remember, I cannot do this without you. You're everything to the channel, so please remember, subscribe, give that thumbs up, leave that comment. Today, we are going to have a lot of fun.
So how you doing? Hey, we're going to show you 4 saws today. We're going to cut with 4 saws, and they perform at different levels, and we're going to kind of look at them, talk about them, and so forth. But before we get into that, Muffler was in today. I didn't shoot any video of the project, but he came up and he helped me get the wood burner installed. So we do have heat in the shop now. The doors there's still no doors. It's just rubber roofing for door. Let me show you. You see it over there? It's just rubber roofing hanging there for a door. I have that section kind of pulled up, but that's all I got for a door. But let me take you outside real quick, and I'll show you the flue because it's almost dark, and I'll show you what we came up with to put a flue in. Alrighty, it's quite amusing. So there she is, and you can see she's got smoke pouring out. We made our little cells of flue pipe out of a piece of 6-inch pipe that's been laying here for probably 40 years. Pretty thick walled. I'm going to say close to a 1/4 inch. So we had to cut a section off the bottom and welded it in there for the T. And you can see our T is really crooked, but it'll have to do. I just got a hole punched through the wall, which I'll trim that out later. And the amusing parts, look how we mounted it. Took a jack stand, welded it to the pipe, and then screwed the top section to the side of the building. And you know how it's one of those jack stands that just got a pin to hold it. So if I ever want to pull the pipe down, I just pull that pin and I can drop the pipe. So yeah, that's what you're using to hold it up there. And then down here at the bottom, in order to make a door for the clean out, that's a pair of channel locks that we just kind of welded there. You see that? And that's the hinge for a clean out door. How do you like that? It works. She opens up. Ugh. See that? Just a little hole, but I can stick something in there to clean it out when needed. And that's all she is. Old steel pipe for the flue. And we got smoke. Let me show you the inside. So there's the wood burner. She's an old Kodiak. That's the one I used to have in the house. That's the one that was in there when the house caught on fire. So I brought it out to the shop. And the one I had sitting here in the shop it's built different. It's a little safer to operate. Because like this one here, the air vents, let me show you. So this one here, these air vents just screw. And the kids could easily come over here and start turning this to open them up and cause you to run out of control, you know what I mean? And the other wood burner don't have that. So, that's why one of the reasons I decided to go with this one out here. You can see we got some fire in there. The door gasket's missing. I'll have to get a new one. It came out during the whole fire process. They shoved a bunch of water into the flue, and the steam basically cooked the gasket out of it. But no big deal to put a gasket in there. I'm not going to keep the fire stoked through the night. We just wanted to get a fire going just to see how she worked, So once it burns out, it burns out. That's all the more fire I'm going to run for tonight, though. Now, if you'll look, I got it sitting on a couple of blocks. I should probably straighten them out a little better, but I wanted it up in the air a little more just to make it easier, It'll end up getting moved around again whenever I pour concrete in here. So, it's good enough for now. least I got something, you know? Now on for the rest of this video. 4 chainsaws we're gonna run, and you're gonna get to kind of see how they perform in stock form. 2 of these saws are in stock form, and 2 of them are built to different performance levels. We mentioned this before in a video, and we were going to compare the 2 50s that were built to 2 different performance levels. Well, I decided to add some stock running saws in it as well. So here you go. We're going to run the Partner 5000 Plus. We're going to run a Husqvarna 350. Then we're going to run a Husqvarna 50 that has the 028 Super top end that was put in it, the piston swap that a lot of folks like to do. And then finally, the Husqvarna 50 that I built with the Partner 5000 top end and ported it up pretty wild. So you're going to get to see all 4 of these saws running. They all run at a little bit different performance level. So you get to kind of get an idea of how they run. So up first, I'm going to show you the Partner 5000. Completely stock. And I shouldn't say a Partner 5000. This is a Partner 5000 Plus, which I think it's just a few more cc's. I'm not certain. It could be wrong. But I think it is just a few more cc over the regular Partner 5000. So here you go, Partner 5000 Plus. All right, so up next here, we are going to run the Husqvarna 350. It's going to be running the same bar and chain that the Partner 5000 Plus was running, and we're going to get to see how this saw runs. But here you go, the Husqvarna 350. All right, so up next is going to be the Husqvarna 50 that Josh built for me. Josh is JK Saw Shop on YouTube, in case you're wondering. It has the 028 Super top or piston swap or whatever. And I know he did a little bit of porting. I don't know if he did a whole lot. So you're going to get to see how this performs. This is a great example of how a 50 will perform with this piston swap and not doing machine work. Like if you don't have the ability to machine your saws or do the machine work, if you don't own a lathe or anything like that, this is about what you can expect to get out of your saw performance-wise. It's definitely at a different performance level than what the Partner 5000 would be or the Husqvarna 350. Taking a 50 and putting the 028 Super top or piston in it, definitely helps improve the performance level of these saws. And if you don't have the ability to do the machine work, great option to go with. Alrighty, so here you go. Check it out. Okay, so there you go. That Husqvarna 50, the chain wasn't perfect. I could have swapped it out with one of the one I was running on the other saws, but I didn't. I mean, you get a good idea of how the saw performs. It's just the chain wasn't 100%, you know. It needs sharpened up, but it's still, it is what it is. Now, the chain, the bar and chain that I've been running on the Partner 5000 Plus and on that 350, that's also going to be the same bar and chain that I run on my more wild built Husqvarna 50 with a Partner 5000 top end. But I want you guys to be well informed. This is a 325 chain that I sharpened using 3/8 kind of profile. So I ground the chain with a round, you know, you guys are familiar with my grinder. I use a round grinder. It's an Oregon, but I ground it with the same profile that I put on my 3/8 chains that I want to perform really well. So, you know, it is a bit more aggressive. Head tilts at 50. The angle across the top is set at 30, and the tilt, the chain tilt, there's a guide at the bottom. You can tilt your chain. I have it set at 10 degrees. So, and on top of that, I have the chain sitting with a 30,000th breaker. So, you know, it is a little more aggressive of a chain. So keep that in mind whenever you were looking at those. You know, the Partner 5000 Plus and the Husqvarna 350. It is a little more of an aggressive chain, kind of chain that I typically run on saws like what you're getting ready to see. Something built with a lot more performance behind it. So just keep an open mind there. So here you go. We're going to run the Husqvarna 50 that I built with the Partner 5000 top end. And, you know, it's a whole other performance level. And you're going to get to see for yourself how it performs. And kind of just keep an open mind here. This isn't to show like one saw is better than the other. Not to show that one, you know, was built better than the other or anything like that. Josh built a great saw using the O28, or is it the O28 Super Piston? I think it is. I think that's the piston. I'm saying this the whole time, and I think I could be saying it wrong. But he built a great saw. That saw runs amazing, and I have no complaints. It is, that's a saw right there. If I want to run a 50 and go out and make firewood, that's the saw that I'm going to go with. If I want to race a 50, this next one is the one I run. It's not a firewood saw. It's not built to be out there cutting firewood or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. It is a bit more of a wild build. So, alrighty, here you go. The Husqvarna 50 with the Partner 5000 top end, machine ported and everything, pulling a lot of RPM. So check it out. Alrighty, so I hope you enjoyed this one. 4 different saws, a little bit on the wood burner. Pretty cool video. Now, you guys you can make up your own mind what you liked. I like these Partner 5000s a lot, but you know, as far as performance level, it is pretty close to the Husqvarna 350. I would say it is pretty close. I didn't do a side-by-side or anything like that. I wasn't trying to do anything like that. It is pretty close, though, to the Husqvarna 350, but I will tell you, the 350 has more torque. I can feel that in the cut. The Husqvarna 350 definitely had more torque, so it probably was able to complete the cut faster than the Partner 5000 Plus. So, little something there for you to think about. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. A little something on some 50cc saws I have here. I have the Briscoe 4910 I could have ran too, but I decided not to. I have some other stuff I could have ran, but I decided not to. I wanted this video to be about these saws in particular. So, you know, it is what it is. Well, maybe we'll take a look at these other saws, but I'll be honest, I don't like to compare saws that have been built by different people. It's just not my thing, because everybody has their own style, their own techniques, so you always end up with something different at the end. You know, some people might be used to cutting bigger, harder woods, where some people might be used to cutting stuff that's not as hard and so forth. And you know, you're located in different parts of the country, so you end up building saws that do perform differently for the region and stuff. And that's one of the reasons I don't like to compare them, because everybody is used to cutting different kinds of woods, different species of woods, and they always end up performing differently, you know? So that's kind of how I approach these comparisons. So I'd like you to try to keep an open mind. This is not a contest of who built the better saw by any means. This is to show you what a really good, well-built 50 with that piston swap, a great firewood style build, that's what you can expect performance level. And if you want to get really wild with a 50, throw that Partner 5000 top end on it. You know, you get a good example of what you can expect. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.